I was told that the man I would be meeting with is very careful. A cautious man. I believe him.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Screen Feed. I'm Pam. This is episode 11 of season 2's Breaking Bad. Last week, I thought episode 10 was the season finale. I think because I'm so used to watching like cable TV and Netflix and those type of networks and streaming services that they don't go past like 8 and 10, that I assumed this was only 10 episodes. And didn't think about it throughout the episode because everything was left unfinished. So yeah, curious to see what's gonna happen in this episode because baby, like I said in the last episode, I said at the end explaining how Walter is trying to figure himself out, who he is now that he's not dying. He's trying to figure himself out and his place in the world. And baby, it looks like it's gonna be Heisenberg, because he told them people, he said, get out my area, stay out of my spaces. Like, what else? What's the word he said? Get out of my neighborhood or something, my territory, whatever he said. So I'm curious of what he's gonna do in this episode. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yes. Child. Look at all those buildings. Houses. Child, he got him a big old Gizzler. What's gonna happen here? I don't like this. You better be careful. You out there with no protection, no hiding, nothing. You know those two people? You better be careful.
What you need?
They cute
why
too.
are you just stopping envy?
Now they're gonna come around and shoot you. Why would you turn your back on them? And you got no coverage. I hope that little boy doesn't get it. They show two kids, especially the one on the bike. Is a little boy gonna do it?
Bounce, little man. Yo, Skinny, I'm up here on 2nd and Hazeltine getting eyeballed hard. I got a bad feeling, man. I need some backup. Get your ass up here now.
You better be careful. Why would you do that, little boy? Oh my God, why would you kill that? Oh my God. At that young age.
As you know, my initial diagnosis was that your cancer was inoperable.
Okay.
That may no longer be the case. We think now that a lobectomy may be a viable option. Maybe a pretty good option.
Wow.
Dr. Bravenik is one of the few surgeons in the country performing lobectomies after full dosage radiation.
He's got a good track record.
If you're willing to take some risk, then this offers the best chance.
Ooh, but sometimes that risk is scary.
How much would it cost?
Oh, Giancarlo
Not on your insurance.
Esposito.
I'd say between 170.
How many no black people on your wall, Sal?
A big decision.
Yeah, you gotta give him time.
Time to discuss it.
Yep.
No,
Really?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I recommend that we let the pneumonitis heal for another couple of weeks.
Okay.
And then we'll have at it. When's the due date?
Is she due soon?
The 21st.
So 2 weeks and change. Okay, I'll book the surgery for 4 weeks from now. That way Walter can be on his feet for the birth of your daughter. But
Wow, she's
wouldn't
due.
wait
She's
any
small.
longer.
Yeah,
It's me.
where the hell were you? I called like 20 times.
Working. What is it?
Combo's dead. Shot.
Which one is he?
The fat one.
Did not just say that to me. Jesse, listen. That figures.
What's the word on the street?
No one's dropping no names. Combo rang me before it went down, said a couple of dudes were mad dogging him, trying to run him up off the corner. That's all I know.
And then that little boy.
With Combo gone and Badger laying low out in Cali.
Oh, Badger's
I'm on
in
probation,
Cali.
man. Fast track to Los Lunas.
So what you want to do?
You're gonna jump ship now?
To save his life?
This
Yeah.
game we playing, we don't got the street cred to survive it.
Right.
Back when everyone thought you killed Spooge, maybe we were doing okay, but that whole thing to the head thing, the ATM, yeah, this junkie bitch copped to it.
See? Now it's really gonna be messed up. Yup. Now everybody know you a punk
Why didn't you say
and a
something?
liar.
I don't know, man. Because we like you and all.
Just sit tight.
We have had a bit of a setback. One of our dealers was murdered. Some kind of turf dispute.
Which will happen. It happens in your business.
Is there any way
Get
any
new
of this
people.
can be traced back to you? Or the police I'm talking about?
Nah.
Well, there's your silver lining. How about you? How's the health situation?
It's better. Do you mind?
That's what I'm about to say. He's smoking his shit. Like, come on now.
It's looking a little more positive. I may have more time than I thought.
I got lung cancer. You sit up there blowing that shit in my face.
You're a dead guy. Occupational hazard. Right. Drug dealer getting shot.
He ain't
I'm gonna
lying.
Go out on a limb here and say it's been known to happen.
Yup.
Now, what about product on hand? How's your inventory?
Amazing.
38 and change.
38 ounces, grams.
Pounds.
Damn. Look at him.
We need a proper infrastructure. We need foot soldiers and we need dealers on a street level that are rock solid.
Look at him. Check him out.
And we need enforcers.
Let's start with some tough love, all right? Ready for this? Here goes. You two suck at peddling meth, period. What you two need is an honest-to-God businessman, all right? Somebody who treats your product like the simple, high-margin commodity that it is.
Who you got? Who you have in mind?
Someone like that.
Let's
You
just
do.
say I know a guy who knows a guy
Of course you
who
do.
knows another guy.
It's a lot of other guys.
I need you to leave.
Ooh.
Some stuff about me you don't know. And
Like
She
you're
probably-
a drug dealer?
Thank you. I'm gonna say she's not stupid.
I kind of got that.
I'm gonna smoke some crystal, and I just think you should go, being that you're in the program and all, and
Why? You need to stop doing that. Why do you continue to do that? Girl, go on. Go on. Man, just keep it pushing. And don't be doing none of those drugs. You in recovery with his stupid ass. Child, now she gonna go in there and do the drugs with him and become a serious drug addict again. Look at Gian. Look how young Giancarlo is. He's the same age as my mom.
You're late.
oh yeah, we're in the big time now. So you get the dude's name?
Nope.
So let me get this straight. He's allowed to know our names, what we look like, but not the other way around.
You're supposed to leave like a double life, so.
Gentlemen, is everything to your satisfaction?
Funny things. Things have changed.
Oh, I know.
For him.
We got a guy killed.
Okay, we've been talking about it for months now. It's time to make a decision. You know what I'm gonna say, don't you?
The C-section?
And if it's a yes, we need to schedule it.
Well, my last labor was pretty tough. So
I would do the C-section.
for the baby, I say yes.
Have a birthday.
16. I like it.
Look at the house. Why your house look like that?
Let's get out of here. Now go do something.
Clean up that house first.
Seriously. You know that museum in Santa Fe you talked about? Let's take a drive.
Look, she on it. See? Dumb. You see? You are not good for her. Yup, good for you. You're an idiot.
Hurry, these candles aren't gonna hold out much longer.
Oh, girl, relax.
Wait a minute. Are you making a wish? You gotta make a wish.
Okay.
I get what.
Economy's in the
Get
toilet.
what's at Skyler.
Wait, Skyler,
Yes.
I want to hear it first.
Absolutely not. No way.
Come on, you cannot deny your employer's birthday wish.
Yes, I can. Happy birthday.
This is inappropriate. Oh my God, this is inappropriate. Inappropriate. Look at these people. I don't know. This bitch is pregnant.
Mr. President.
And you asking her to do a Marilyn Monroe thing?
Fabricators Incorporated.
Child, the way I would have called HR. I'm like, inappropriate. And he putting spit on the cake. I'm not eating that shit.
All I know is my contact said he was there. Are you sure you were at the right restaurant?
Yes, I'm positive.
Where was he? Who knows? Maybe he stayed out in the parking lot, checked you out with a telephoto lens, didn't like the cut of your jib. Anyway, it doesn't matter now because my contact says it's a no-go.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
No deal, no dice. Shot at and missed, shit on and hit.
Call him back.
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Yes, you can. Call him, Saul.
Los pollos hermanos.
Can I help you, sir?
Diet Coke, please. And 5 minutes of your time. I would like to know why you wouldn't meet with me yesterday.
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
I sat here yesterday waiting to meet with someone. I believe that person was you.
I think that you're confusing me for someone else.
I don't think I am. I was told that the man I would be meeting with is very careful, a cautious man. If you are who I think you are, you should give me another chance.
Look at the subtleties that's going to change in his face.
I don't think we're alike at all, Mr. White.
Ooh, that robot-y changed quick.
You are not a cautious man at all.
Mm-hmm.
Your partner was late.
Yup.
He was high.
Yup, see?
Yes. Yes, he was.
He's high often, isn't he? I can't work with someone with poor judgment.
Are you familiar with my product?
I've been told it's excellent.
It is impeccable. Now, who I choose to do business with on my end is not your problem.
It is, though.
You won't interact with him.
I don't know. Gian seemed a little dangerous.
Will I hear from you?
I have your numbers.
Look at his face.
Never trust a drug addict.
Drips and drabs. Huh.
You add it all up, though, and with Keller, the revenues are almost 10% less than was actually received. And this is every quarter for the last 2 years. When I saw that, I got worried, so I checked accounts receivable on other customers. I found 6 other instances. Revenues being underreported.
Mm.
Right, but I got the old bills of sale and order forms out of storage, you know, to try and sort this out. And most of the time, there's no backup for the reported revenues at all. In a few cases, I found Xeroxed copies with the dates changed.
You got me.
See?
We're talking nearly $1 million of undocumented revenue.
Ooh.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about saving a company. I'm thinking about people's jobs, about their mortgages and pensions and their college funds for their kids.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
I'm not gonna turn you in, Ted.
You're gonna turn yourself in. Typical shit.
But I can't be a part of it.
Yep. And she's the accountant too? Nope. They'll go right to her first. Well, I have to. The fuck out of here. This shit IRS come crashing down. I'm the first person they come to because I'm the accountant. Absolutely not. Yo, this bitch on heroin. No. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Yo. Look at her. She is excited. Look what she do.
Hold that.
There ain't no way in the world. Nope. We not doing this. You don't know if that's a dirty needle. Look at him. Drug addict. Look at his face. Oh, no. You're going to get in rehab, buddy. You'll never catch me. Fuck out of here. I barely drink any liquor. Look at her. She's doing it her feet. Because she don't want nobody to know. Relax.
Excuse me. Where's the manager?
I'm the manager. Can I help you?
No. I met a man here last week. He's a black gentleman. He's thin, glasses.
Yes, sir. That's the owner.
Oh, owner, okay.
He owns 14 Los Pollos restaurants in between here and Nevada. He could be at any one of them.
What's his name?
Gustavo. Gus.
Thank you.
Child.
38 pounds, $1.2 million. Truck stop, 2 miles south of exit 13 on the 25. 1 hour.
What?
1 hour. You in or out?
In, absolutely, but I just need a little more time.
1 hour. If you miss it, don't ever show your face in here again.
You can't count on him right now.
Pick up the phone.
Honestly, he's
Pick
like
up the phone.
high as a kite.
I'm coming by.
Everybody's making stupid decisions. Uh-oh. The baby. Holly.
Hey. Jesse!
Look at that place. It's trashed. Look, high as a kite.
Jesse, wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Look, still high as a kite.
Where is it? Where's the product? Where is it? Where?
Damn. The way I'm like, Jesse, you're out. Like, this is ridiculous. Now, you need to be very careful. He's like, oh, shit. And this is where Jesse was supposed to help.
No.
And he's not helpful, because he should have been able to drop that off. The guy's ripping. Jesse would so be out. Jesse would be out. Y'all, what have I been saying from the first season about Jesse and his drug addiction? It ain't it. It ain't it. And now it's worse because she introduced, what the was that black thing? Was that black heroin? And then she added the crystal meth. And I think she added something else in there besides that little sponge thing that she like obviously took the drugs from, like when she, I don't know, the syringe, when she, I don't know what you call it when you suck it in. But he is a problem, okay? The fact that his foot soldiers were also addicts. They all dabble into drugs. So that never was gonna work. And as you can see here, I don't know if this is gonna be next season where there's gonna be a serious conflict between Jesse and Walter kicking him out so he could work with Gus. But now I said before that Walter would get on my nerves the way he treated Jesse, right? And even though I didn't like the way he treated him, I did see why he was doing certain things to him, because there's an immaturity of Jesse, and it seems like he just doesn't want to like grow up, especially within this business. Like, you're selling drugs and you're selling one of the most high demand drugs in your city. And you guys are not as cautious as you think you are. Look what happened to your friend in the beginning. I knew he was gonna get killed. And I knew it was a little boy. I'm like, why the little boy circling him? Does he know the little boy? What random boys circles? And that was that little boy's initiation into the gang. I feel so bad. Like, it happens a lot in, inner city neighborhoods, whether it's Black, Hispanic, Asian, white, whatever. Mainly it happens a lot in Black and Hispanic communities. And I just feel bad for young kids because they are a target for gangs, and, sometimes it's the parents' fault and sometimes it's not. One thing about me, you guys, I grew up in the Bronx. I was born in Manhattan, but I was raised in the Bronx, right? My family technically comes from Harlem, and then outside of Harlem, North Carolina, Georgia, Barbados, and the Virgin Islands, right? But I was raised here in the Bronx, the 80s, 90s, and so on, right? So I was born in 83, so I did, I do remember some sort of the part of the 80s. Of course, the 90s were very vivid because that's when I was, from 7 to 17 or 7 to 16 years old. And I viewed a lot of things. When it comes to crime. I have a lot of stories, but there was just one thing about where I did not come out as what you would call a statistic. You know what I mean? I had parents who were way more involved. My mother was a nurse. My father worked for the New York Stock Exchange. But, my mother made sure to always take us somewhere. Like, literally, you guys, I knew people in the neighborhood, but we weren't around like that. We just weren't. My mother, every Saturday, whether we was going to Central Park or my mother literally used to walk us, because like I said, my family's from Harlem, so like that's where a lot of her sisters lived. So we would go to her sister's house, and literally we would walk from like 108th Street all the way down to 14th Street and go back up. That was even a day outing. So I'm glad I wasn't a statistic. I was not a teen pregnancy or whatever it is. I was none of that. But going back to the show, the little boy, that obviously was his initiation. And I don't know how that guy did not realize that. I don't know his name, Jesse's friend. Like, he just thought it was a little boy, but literally, they literally stood there to distract you from the little boy. I don't know why he didn't pick up with it, but then again, he's not a hardcore drug dealer. He's a person who dabbles into drugs and then became a drug dealer. So he wasn't too smart on it. Jesse, your habits got that girl to relapse. Everybody has their own individual choices, but when you have an addiction, there's a weakness there, right? And to me, it's both their faults, right? Because she knew he was a drug dealer. He knew that he had drugs. She should have stayed away from him. This is not the guy for me. I am in rehab. I'm no longer using, this guy is not for me, right? And that was the mistake that she made. The mistake that he made was he shouldn't have allowed that stuff around her. If he really cared about her the way he appeared to be because he wanted to meet her father, he shouldn't have been doing those, you know, even though he said, like, leave, I want to use some crystal meth, you didn't even have to tell that. You know, and again, you don't have to have that stuff around her. So that's both their faults. And then on top of when he noticed that she just was in it, she was totally into it, and then she came back with that black heroin, and he didn't just say no to it. Dumb. Just dumb. Because your intuition was like, this is not right. And so instead of you just saying, nah, I don't think we should do this, because you're probably in fear of losing her, now you all in it just like her. I don't know if he's going to go to rehab in the next episode, or both of them go to rehab in the next season, I should say. But baby, he's going to need it. You saw they was laying in that bed high as a kite and wasn't even just smacking him, throwing water on. And he was just like, he was just totally out of it. Now, Gustavo, let me tell y'all something. That man is about his business. And you could clearly see that man is deadly. The robotic, how can it help you, sir? Two, I don't think you're good for business. I don't think you're good for business. Your partner was late and he was high. I don't trust drug addicts. You shouldn't trust drug addicts. There's something very sinister about him. You always worry about the ones who act like that. Not the ones who are, because that's all for show. The quiet ones are the ones you're going to watch out. And trust me, there's going to be something off about him. You know what's so funny? Sal is a shyster, but they need him. They are way out of their league when it comes to drug dealing. They know nothing. And if they didn't meet Saul, honey, I bet you all the little local drug dealers or whoever the local drug dealers would have found out who they were, and they would have picked them off very, very, very soon. Skyler, I don't know what you're thinking with that man, but that happy birthday Marilyn Monroe thing was so inappropriate. I said like a million times in this video. Like I said in the last one, emotional cheating. That's emotional cheating. It's disgusting. Sorry. When I'm in a relationship, I'm all eyes in on one person. I don't give a damn. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how interesting you are. I'm not with it. Shoe fly don't bother me. And you doing that, and then they was doing that around the other employees, and they all like, I'd have been like, hi, is this HR? Yeah, I wanted to schedule a little visit. I have something to tell you. Like, inappropriate, especially when that's a boss and employee. You can imagine all the favors and whatever they need to do. We don't play those games around here. And yeah. And she's stupid, because I wouldn't have went back to him. When she found out that he was doing all that stuff and all this money was missing, she should have immediately, just like she said she was going to leave, she should have stayed. She should have left. Because what's going to happen is the IRS and the FBI or whomever come to that place and they raid it, you are going to be one of the number one people to problem. Why? Because you're an accountant, so you see the money. They're going to first think it's you, and then they're going to think it's him, or you both together. So that was your first mistake, going back there. But what did you guys think of this episode? I think we have 2 more left to the season finale. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodaloo.